I just want to get one thing out of the way before we start. Jeff Buckley, Kate Bush, so hot. What I think is a common myth about asexuals is that we're indifferent to physical attractiveness. And while some of us really couldn't care less about it, it is wrong to say that about all of us. I, for one, can experience rather strong aesthetic attraction, or in less formal terms, pretty people make me giddy. Like Heidi said in her video, aesthetic attraction doesn't have to implicate sexual attraction. After all, you can be astonished by the beauty of a painting or a landscape or an animal, and this usually goes without being sexually attracted to them, or so I hope. It works the same way with people. You can find them attractive without necessarily wanting to jump their bones. I'd also like to point out that this works for sexual people as well. They can also think others are good looking without being sexually attracted to them. Similarly, just because I identify as homoromantic and often call myself gay for simplicity's sake, does not mean that I don't acknowledge female attractiveness. I mean, have you seen Kate Bush? Whew, so hot. What I meant when I said I experience strong aesthetic attraction is that I really notice physical attractiveness and it really matters to me, not in the way that I only choose to be friends with pretty people or anything like that, but in that I consider it important and fascinating. Also, not important in the way that I find people who aren't incredibly good looking and important, and I'm just thinking myself deeper, aren't I? Anyway, I'd like to use this occasion to apologize to everyone I have ever stared at in the tram. I'm sorry. Still, it's not my fault that you people are so good looking. Get uglier and maybe, just maybe, I'll stop staring at you then. On a related note, I recognize sexy as a separate quality, and it's a kind of placeholder feeling for me, like, wow, if I was sexual, I would so tap that, if you pardon the objectification. Mind you, the people I find attractive are often not conventionally beautiful. To me, attractiveness is more than the way someone's body and face are shaped. There's also their personality, of course, and also something that I can't really define, so I'll just go esoteric and call it aura. And then there are small things that catch my attention, like an incredible eye color, a fascinating aura of serenity around a person, a particularly nice pair of shoes. Yeah, beauty is complicated. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, to me, attractiveness is much more than just a pretty face. Attractiveness requires something striking about that person. And so while I can't deny that, say, Megan Fox is good looking, I don't find her very attractive because she's only conventionally attractive, and there is nothing about her that would really strike me. Also, she tries way too hard. Stop making that pseudo-sexy face, woman. It's disturbing. Beauty, as I said, is a complicated and subjective thing. There are two fascinating recent threads on Avon right now. One is about what we as asexuals find sexy, and one about finding things beautiful even though they are not conventionally pretty. I shall link them both in the video description down there, and I'd like to close with a marginally related Laurie Anderson quote. "Oh, beauty in all its forms. Funny how hatred can also be a beautiful thing when it's as sharp as a knife, as hard as a diamond. Perfect."